Cryptocurrency occupies a uniquely divisive position in modern finance. It is frequently presented as a revolutionary alternative to the global banking system, while simultaneously being labeled as a high-stakes speculative gamble. At its core, this phenomenon is built on the decentralized digital ledger, the blockchain. This technology allows a vast, independent network of computers to maintain a shared record of transactions without needing a single governing body. By distributing this ledger across a global network, the system effectively removes the requirement for central banks or traditional financial gatekeepers to verify the movement of value. The result is a peer-to-peer framework where transactions are borderless and rapid. Without a middleman to stall the process or collect fees, value can move directly from one participant to another. These capabilities led to a surge in global popularity. A wave of initial investors entered the market, drawn by the prospect of financial autonomy and the removal of institutional friction. This bypass of traditional gatekeepers created an environment that functioned like a modern gold rush. It established an ecosystem where the potential for rapid wealth is inseparable from systemic risk. To evaluate long-term potential, we must look past the hype of retail trading and examine how established institutions are applying blockchain technology to solve logistical problems. Smart contracts allow the blockchain to do more than just move money. These self-executing programs automatically trigger actions once predefined criteria are met. Major organizations test these protocols to verify identities and track shipping containers across supply chains, ensuring a transparent, unalterable record. In major global markets, including Hong Kong, regulators and financial institutions are drafting frameworks to incorporate these blockchain-based assets into established institutional trading systems. While prices remain volatile, real-world logistics applications show blockchain technology integrating into specific industrial functions. For these sectors, the technology is evolving into a functional utility tool. However, a ledger without a central authority also lacks a central stabilizer. These same features contribute to the significant liabilities within the crypto market. The absence of centralized regulation makes the market susceptible to extreme price volatility. Without a Federal Reserve or safety mechanisms, asset values can experience massive spikes followed by immediate devastating crashes. This unregulated environment is often exploited by bad actors. Without institutional oversight, the space sees a consistent influx of cyber attacks and scams targeting unprotected users. There is a physical cost to this digital network. Crypto mining requires industrial-scale server farms, warehouses with thousands of processors running constantly to secure the blockchain. These massive mining operations require a constant, high-volume supply of electricity to power the processors and the industrial cooling systems needed to keep them functional. These energy demands cause direct environmental degradation. In regions like the Finger Lakes, the natural ecosystem bears the weight of local industrial mining operations. The immediate byproduct of cooling these massive server farms is the direct discharge of heated water back into the natural lakes. This artificial rise in temperature triggers harmful algal blooms, damaging water quality and the broader ecosystem. These environmental and financial consequences illustrate a clear pattern. The rewards of the crypto market are fundamentally linked to systemic risks that result in both personal loss and ecological harm. This brings us to a central paradox. The decentralization that offers freedom from banks also removes all standard consumer protections. In this environment, there are no bank fraud departments to reverse a transaction and no government insurance to protect a digital wallet from theft or loss. Because there is no safety net, the entire burden of security and research falls exclusively on the individual investor. Investors are often warned against making decisions based on emotion or the fear of missing out. In a market this volatile, chasing social media hype is rarely a viable strategy. The most critical rule for this specific market is to never commit more capital than you are fully prepared to lose entirely. Cryptocurrency is an undeniable modern innovation, but the current ecosystem remains a highly volatile and often unforgiving space for the unprepared. Navigating this landscape requires moving beyond speculative excitement. For those involved, the only path forward is a reliance on verified data and strict personal accountability.